What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve.
I'm Lindsay.
Today we're going to be reading to the West Country accent, also known as the West Country Yap. This is actually an accent that I reacted to soon after I started this channel, if I'm not mistaken. The West Country accent is obviously, anyone who's ever heard it knows it's one of the most unique accents in England. Probably one of the most unique accents over the world.
Yeah.
But
didn't I see like a little tiny bit of it in
yeah, that's why
the accent compilation video?
That's why you wanted to originally check it out, because you thought that was so unique. And it is very unique. And what I remember, like I said, it's been forever since I checked this out. But it is a very hard to understand accent. It's actually found in the southwest of England.
Oh.
So
so like the Cornwall area?
I don't know exactly where. It just says southwest of England. Oh, yeah, I guess so. All down there.
Okay.
All right. But this is still going to be a surprise for me, guys, because it's been forever since I heard this.
So it's like you're hearing it.
Yeah, and I was so new to anything British at that time that...
you might get it a little more now.
No, I will. I know I will. But I'm excited about this, guys, because I love the accents. Lindsay loves the accents, and I know that I'm going to be surprised by this again, and she's going to be just blown away by this. But what we have here, guys, is we have two videos we're going to check out. One, the West Country Yap video, is going to be actually hearing actual speakers of this accent
in that area,
just talking. And so we're going to be able to hear them.
Conversational yap.
And so we're going to be able to hear it from that perspective of real life conversation.
I like that.
And we also have a video where we got an English teacher that has brung someone on to show how to say certain words in the West Country accent. So which would you rather go to first? Learn kind of how you speak it a little bit, or go,
I would rather start with the context, the how to speak it.
Okay, and maybe
then maybe that'll help me pick up better.
This is Tom. Tom is from the West Country. Hello, Tom. Say hello, Tom.
Right.
Now, the West Country accent is wonderful, and there are certain phrases that you would only hear from someone in the West Country. For example...
All right, my lover.
Hello, mate.
Gert lush.
Very good.
RKE.
Listen to him.
Where be to?
Where are you going?
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
Chucky Pig. What is Chucky Pig?
I don't know.
Chucky Pig? I have no idea. I literally can't guess.
Woodlouse.
Woodlouse?
Wait, what is woodlouse? Is that an animal?
Woodlouse, is that like a termite, kind of? Like it eats wood? A woodchuck? I don't know. I have no idea.
I've heard of woodlouse, but I have no idea what it is. Let us know in the comments, guys.
Now, as you've probably gathered, the West Country accent is lovely. It's a very fun accent.
Sounds like it would be similar to like a more southern, like, maybe not southern, but like down home country accent here.
And maybe mountainous.
Yeah, like Appalachia.
Yeah, Appalachia a little bit. Yeah, that's the kind of the, just I get a little bit, not.
But with a British twin.
Yeah, with
an English.
Yeah. Yeah, with a British twist.
Now. When you're speaking with a West Country accent, we do pronounce the R. So, for example, if we were to say the following words. Farm.
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 Okay, so like a typical English accent would be farm.
Well, what is a typical English accent?
Okay, I'm saying like the one you think of when you think of an English
You're
accent.
thinking of like
the one you hear on TV the most.
You're thinking of
what is it?
received pronunciation.
Yeah, that one.
The RP accent. That is honestly coming from the U.S. I think that is the most perceived of all the British accents is the received pronunciation, because it sounds like a lot of like the people you would see on TV that are British.
Right, it's the most represented in society.
Like it kind of, I don't know if the Queen had a received pronunciation. Actually, I think so. Let me know in the comments if that's correct, guys. But I think a lot of the royal family has at least something similar to a It's more
formal way of speaking.
And it's more like how she speaks versus how he speaks.
Right. his is more relaxed, hers is more formal.
So
Farm.
I can already tell he's going to actually, you're going to hear the R in his. So it's going to be more like we say it.
Farm.
How would you say farm? Oh, well, farm.
He'll probably be like farm. Like almost like a pirate.
Farm,
Or-
matey.
Yeah, like
Farm.
not like matey.
No, I know. Yeah. That's why do I always say that matey after you say R, matey? Where's that come from?
A pirate?
Yeah, I mean I know that, but
All right.
Farm.
farm,
Farm.
So I do a long vowel
farm,
R, but Tom did R and
farm,
made the R rhotic. So let's hear that again. Farm.
farm, farm,
Farm.
I'm going down to the farm.
I'm going down to the farm.
farm,
Warm.
warm, warm.
Warm.
Yeah.
A warm cup of tea.
I see a warm cup of tea. I see that now. You don't hear the R very much at all, and you notice that warm, how she said it. You almost don't even hear the A either.
Yeah.
It's more of like an O.
Yeah, almost warm.
Warm,
But warm.
warm,
Warm.
Warm.
warm,
Warm.
Warm.
It's
warm.
quite warm today.
It's quite warm today. Lover.
Now you notice at the end of the word lover, I'm doing the schwa ending, which we would normally do for an ER ending, but Tom is curling into the R. So, lover.
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 It's lovely, isn't it? He is my lover.
He is my lover.
Is he?
You know,
Is he? Oh, poor guy.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, and the final word we're going to look at is first.
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 Fur.
First. First.
You'll notice I'm doing nice and
Uh,
open, and Tom does
First.
There we go.
I love both of these
I do
accents.
too.
They're both beautiful. They're both so unique.
Obviously, his is the most similar to ours because of the R.
I think it is.
But ours is still more first, lighter,
yeah, his is harder or deeper.
in the
like
middle somehow.
First.
Yeah.
He like it's interesting because she isn't. You barely hear the R, right? And his you hear the R like really, really strongly. And us, we're kind of in between
Yeah,
that.
I wonder how women sound in the West Country because
Ooh, yeah.
men have like a deeper voice, obviously, usually.
Yeah.
And so it's like more gruff and
Yeah.
more pronunciated. So I wonder if women are more like us when they say first.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. That'd be interesting to look at too.
Guide.
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 Me home.
Guide me home.
Guide me
Guide me
home.
home.
White.
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 Both of those sounded.
It's really interesting. Like his sometimes sounds like something I would hear here.
It does.
sometimes.
Yeah, a
Not
little bit.
always,
A little
but-
bit, but not completely.
Is it going to be a white Christmas?
Is it going to be a white Christmas?
White.
Who knows?
Life.
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 I'll give him the kiss of life.
I'll give him the kiss of life. Who is this man? Who is this man?
Walking.
Walking. Walking.
Walking.
Walking.
Oh.
I mean, I talk like that. Like
Interesting.
a lot of times I will leave off the G on the end of things.
So we got like the G is gone basically on his walking.
It's much more
I
relaxed.
think it is. It's very relaxed, and I think I agree. I think I would have to hear myself like talking. But
Talking?
Well, did I say that? Talking.
Talking.
I do. I know I do that. I don't know how often I do that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm out walking with my dog.
I'm out walking with my dog.
We could also say talking.
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 Yeah.
Talking to my
If
mother.
if I'm in just like around people I'm comfortable with and like just casual hanging out, there you go, hanging.
Yeah.
I don't pronounce the G, but like if I'm in a formal situation
You'd be more likely to
where I'm
pronounce
like
the G.
trying to present myself, then it would be more formal and talking. Or
That's
walking.
interesting.
So, yeah, I could see it.
I was talking to my mother.
Up.
Up.
So you'll notice
more-
Tom is making more of an
Ugh.
sound. whereas mine's more open
Ooh.
and light.
When she said "ugh" sound, that reminds me of back home in the South.
Yeah.
Like that is very here in the U.S. That's more of a Southern thing.
It's casual.
Yeah, and I think
that's what it boils down to.
I think it does. I think in the South, where I'm from, the speak more casual than you do in a lot of areas in the country. Up north, specifically, they're very proper in the
Right.
way they speak compared to where I'm from. And I think you are kind of a
I'm
mix,
in the middle. Yeah, like there's times I can be formal.
which makes sense because you weren't from up north, but you weren't from like as deep down south.
Yeah.
You're kind of Midwest, and so it's kind of it makes sense that you would kind of have a mix.
Good. Let's have a look at some other words. Above.
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 Up and above.
Up and above.
Up and above.
Love.
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 I love it up and above.
I
love it up and above.
It's such a great accent.
I
The
love
final feature we're going to look at
accents.
today
Me too.
is in the word water.
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 That the way he says that kind of reminds me of a Scottish accent.
It does, actually, yes. Water. Water.
She says water,
Water.
and he says how?
Water. Water.
Water.
He just, the T is gone.
And we say water.
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 Water. Give me a glass of water.
Not like that. Water.
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 Butter.
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 And
Butter.
finally, better.
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 Better. Better.
Better.
That butter is better.
That butter is better.
That butter is better. All right.
Hey, that's
Guys, that was interesting. That was fun.
that helps me understand a little bit more.
Now, let's go ahead and check out.
Yeah, I'm sure it's totally different when you're hearing it spoken quickly. Just like with any foreign language,
Yeah.
it's harder to understand when they're
Yeah, because like he is trying to actually say them,
enunciate it.
the proper West Country accent to show people here versus how do they actually speak it when they're in their everyday lives.
Right.
So
Not trying to help people understand.
not help
Just-
trying. Yeah, so that's what we're about to go check out. So let's
All
go
right.
ahead and dive in here, and we're going to check out some conversational West Country accent. I'm excited for this.
Like he said, he's told him more than what I did, like, because he's lived up there. He didn't get bloody lot of way, boy.
No, they weren't going to anyway. They weren't going to, Mark.
Well, they cherry plums, I always remember these.
Oh, yes.
They were old Dr. Pepper or Dr.
Dr. Pepper. I love it.
Dr. Pepper?
I love it. It reminds me of an Appalachian accent.
It
here.
does. It really does.
But it's not the same. It's definitely different.
Not exactly, but it has that vibe. And
Yeah.
and it makes me feel happy.
Yeah, it makes me feel happy too.
It just feels homey.
Yeah, this is the accent I picture from.
Like your grandpa and grandma.
Yeah, it
me
does.
too. It's
Now,
gonna make me cry.
Even though my grandma and grandpa didn't sound like
right,
this,
not this.
but it feels homey.
pronounced,
It
but
sounds
does.
so homey.
Oh my gosh. Why am I crying?
She's crying again.
And when am I gonna learn my lesson? I need to bring tissues up here. Oh, I actually bought some, but they're downstairs.
All right. Anybody with a West Country accent?
Love you.
Lindsay loves it so much it makes her cry.
Oh, it does. It reminds me of home currently.
Yeah, it's a very,
Even though
very
it's different. It's just got that same.
yeah. It sounds this accent sounds like the type of accent I'd find with some very, very kind people.
Yeah.
Very, very homey, warm people that would invite you in to cook you a
What
meal.
you see is what you get.
Right.
And they are who they are. And
Right. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Flipper. Oh, you know what bloody name was?
Yeah.
Lived up somewhere or other. Well, I see cherry plums, they call it, and they said to Dr. Flip.
Oh, Trip.
Dr. Flip.
Oh, Trip,
Oh,
right?
he's Fenner there.
Ah.
I know him.
And they say, what can we do? I'll come down and get him. We make him up into wine.
That's right. That's
He
right.
didn't wish them so.
No way. No way. No. Oh no.
Very funny people.
Yeah.
Very funny
There you
people.
go.
But what good did it do?
No good at all.
What good did it do? Is
I've
that what
got
you said?
this theory in life that no good getting into bed cold to get warm. You're going to be warm when you get in. You take the warmth thing.
You hear the R?
His is a
Warm,
lot
warm.
easier for me to understand.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. But at first I was like, wait, is this a West Country accent as well? But then I heard the warm, and I was like, okay, that must, yeah. Gentleman of the road.
Oh, like a gypsy kind of guy? Like he
Must be.
travels around?
You know, you either go for a long walk or you stand by a fire, get hot, and go in.
Village, there was a nice apple orchard.
Apple watcher.
Kids used to go in and pinch apples, see?
Apples? Is that what
But
you
the
said?
missus always put her basket out and filled up with apples for the kids.
Yeah.
Mrs. always
Big
put a
apple.
basket out.
And filled up for the kids.
That's what it sounds like.
But they wasn't satisfied with that. They had to go orchard and get them, didn't they?
They weren't satisfied with
basement.
just the basket of apples, so they had to go in the orchard and get more. I think they were trying to deter the kids from
Oh,
going
they're
in.
going to the orchard, and so they'd give them free apples, but that wasn't enough.
They were hungry.
Or CD always said, Mrs. You leave it to me. Die quiet, he said, but keep your eye open, all right?
It's interesting that even in the West Country accent here, with these different speakers, it's different. It's interesting how you can understand certain speakers easier than others.
Yeah, just like here.
I guess that's true.
speaks differently, just because, like, if you're in the South, there's
Yeah.
there's people with more relaxed Southern accents.
Yeah, it's true.
than-
Like me, I have a Southern accent, but I've even seen the comments. A lot of people don't think I have the
Right.
Southern. Like my mom, my mom has an extremely Southern accent. I think for me, being with you for so long has probably brung some of my Southern accent back some. Plus, I have traveled a bit and haven't just stayed in one area
Right.
like a lot of people, I grew up with may have done. So, but
I do catch myself having to listen a little better, though, to try and understand. Like, it's not just like
Yeah.
I hear it and I
oh
know.
yeah,
Like, I've
yeah, you
gotta
have to
really-
definitely. If you're not from that area, you definitely have to, listen in intently.
Yeah.
They goes down at the gap, trips her feet, and they went in the stuff. In the stuff, he blowed his
What is a stug?
I have no idea what a stug is.
Do they make a trap for him? That's what it sounds like. They roped him in.
whistle. That give the woman knows that what's her come out. Oh, the poor kids. They was mud all over. Yeah.
Mud all
And they
over
had
him.
no more apple spence. They took them from up outside the door.
I can, I've heard a lot of people say this is an extremely, extremely hard accent to get and to understand. And I can see on the surface why that's the case. But at the same time, I'm picking up this pretty quickly. And I think if I went to the
Right, if
community,
you were immersed in it on a daily basis.
yeah, it wouldn't take me that long. Like I would probably be able to, like within a couple of days, I'd be like,
Like we said,
easily
though, there's some
to
people who have it very, very, very thick.
Yeah.
And it's harder to understand.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe these are just not as pronounced.
yeah, I think that might be the case.
I was an old Frank with a pair of trousers on. They done
Trousers?
stand up right if he took them off. But he did used to wear some.
Did he say you had a pair of trousers that if he took them off, they'd stand upright? And then he just said he did wash them? Oh my gosh.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But boy, he didn't wear them before he could take them off and he sat up right. Well, Harold, he's a stand up right anytime.
They were
But he
sick.
Stay
didn't
upright
take these off.
anytime.
They were sick.
Oh,
Had all this muck over them.
oh. But Frank eventually did wear
Yes,
his.
yeah.
He did eventually
Harold.
wash them.
No.
And then when he had that boiler toy, he went on for 12 months.
Yeah,
Oh, they were black. Well, they was black shot.
I know.
And then one day,
Hey.
or one night, hello, Harp. No, Mr. Goldbeer.
Yeah.
Hey, what's on that? Hey, what's on that? Frank brought me back a new pair of trousers.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, you're smart now. Yeah. Hey, man, right them. They were a bit big Roger, but they
One of
were
these
right.
bloody shops where they give it away, wasn't it?
Red Cross shop.
Yeah.
Red Cross shop?
No life anymore for anyone. it's all gadgets and computers and things, you know, and chucking things up in the sky. So
Do you hear how much easier this guy is to understand for some reason?
Yeah, but it doesn't really sound the same to me as the others. So
It
I'm
doesn't.
wondering if maybe he's from a different region.
Me-
It did say he was like a what did it call him?
A
He
gypsy
traveled
guy, I can't
around,
remember,
so maybe-
roadman or something.
Maybe he's not specifically from this.
Well, the thing is,
Found.
if you look at the area said this accent was found in England, it's the southwest of England, and it's a pretty large area. So
yeah, so
maybe
it probably varies from.
if you're down on the coast versus more inland, maybe there's a stronger accent.
differentiation.
Because if you're closer to the like inland, maybe you start picking up a little bit of whatever was closer, the bigger accents that are closer to there. For example,
Maybe.
you know, maybe you start picking up some received pronunciation or something as you get closer inland. I don't know.
So people could have, you know, press buttons on things and that, and mobile phones. It's
Well,
you've got to have you have people, youngsters come in and tell, oh, I can't live without my phone. I can't live without a computer. Of course they can. I mean, you need the air to breathe, don't you, and food to eat, to live. But that's the way they're brought up, I suppose, nowadays. Makes it easier for parents, I suppose, if they're sitting upstairs playing with a machine.
yeah.
I don't know.
I gotta be honest, I have had no problem understanding him.
No, not at all.
Like literally every word. Is,
Yeah, that's
Weird.
what's interesting. Like something different compared to the other guys. Like he is from a different part of the country or something.
But at the same time, the younger guy we saw first,
We can understand him.
he would have been easier, I'm sure, to understand in a conversational situation
Yeah.
than the older. And I think that's probably true of any location, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, you're going to understand. Well, this guy's
know.
not as young as the other guy, so
know.
I think
I don't
it
think
has to be something about.
The regional differences.
Yeah, even within the West Country Yap, there has to be certain regional differences. If you're closer to the coast versus farther inland, there has to be some differences there. And I don't know which one it would
Right,
be.
what's what?
Yeah.
I don't really want to know.
Guys, that was awesome.
Yeah, I loved it.
Absolutely love this accent. It, like we said, it kind of reminds us of, well,
Our grandparents.
our grandparents, even though they didn't speak it, it just has
And
that.
even though they're from two different places in the
Yeah,
U.S.
it has a
somehow-
warm vibe to it.
Yeah,
I like it.
does.
It's it does remind me of Appalachia quite a bit. It reminds me definitely more of a towards a southern accent.
A country type accent.
It's a country type accent, yeah. Obviously, when you're looking at any accent, there are going to be people that speak that accent that you fully understand,
Right.
and people that you don't understand as much. It doesn't even matter the accent.
Right, yeah.
But what is it specifically about here, the speakers that we heard here, the young guy from the first video and the road traveling guy, we were able to understand them very well. Honestly, like it
clearly.
was compared to the other guys, it was like night and day how much easier it was for us to recognize what they were saying versus them, even though they speak the same accent. Are there different locations like that, like different regions, like you were saying,
Yeah, I think for sure.
maybe closer to the coast and then closer inland, that changes the accents fairly dramatically to the point that they become easier to understand?
Yeah. People who stay where they're born
Yeah.
and raised are much more likely to retain their accent than
Yes.
someone who moves away from that area.
Yeah, I think a good point of that is look at my sister, look at me. Her accent, her southern accent is much more pronounced than mine.
Still not as pronounced as your mom's,
Still not pronounced as my mom's.
but more
And
than yours.
my mom has pretty much lived in the same, I don't know, 50-mile radius her entire life. If that, probably not even that far.
Yeah.
My sister, the same, but she's younger, obviously. And then me, I've traveled overseas to Asia. I've gone and I've lived up in New Hampshire for a bit. I've lived down in Florida. I've lived in the Midwest.
Yeah.
And I've lived in Alabama for a brief stint. And, you know, obviously I'm from North Carolina. North Carolina is the most diverse state in the country when it comes to accent. We have like everything you can imagine. We have from the crazy Southern accent where you can't understand the person, to my type of accent, which I would consider it's a Southern Mid-Atlantic. It's a light Southern accent. We even have accents on the coast that when you hear them, you literally think you're talking to someone that just came over from England. Anyways, guys, I think we are getting a little long-winded here.
Clearly, we're very interested in this topic.
Yes, love this topic. It's so fun.
We
So,
don't know
guys,
a lot about it, but
please feel free to leave any suggestions you have about what we should check out in terms of accents. What are some of the really fun or unique accents, things that about accents we should check out next? So let us know in the comments, guys. I think that's it for us today.
yeah.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others. And don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow us on our journey to discover anything and everything about the UK and Ireland. Till next time, guys. Peace.